This cold weather is messing with everything. You know what this means, right? Good as new. There we go, I cleared them out of what they had. Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday. We're alive. It's still negative 27 Celsius outside. It's cold, but the truck's still running. Hopefully it stays running all day. I was telling you yesterday that someone stole my anti-gel that I had in my cubby out of my truck, and I didn't notice it until I needed it. I should have double-checked to make sure it was there. Stealing is not nice, especially anti-gel. I needed that today. Now I might freeze up and my fuel might gel, thanks to whoever decided that they needed it more than I did. No, you're wrong. I needed it. I paid for it. It's mine. Buy your own. So we're up here in Swan River, Manitoba. It's about 9 a.m. I'm ready to make my delivery here in town. My truck is not, however. It decided that, hey, he wants to do something. Now is a great time to do a regen. That's awesome. That's when it wants to burn off all the excess soot and whatnot in the filter in the exhaust. That's why you don't see the black smoke coming out of trucks anymore. There's a filter in there, and there's DEF now to stop that from happening. But every once in a while, the truck sort of has to burn that off. Now's one of those times. So I'll just be patient here and wait. I can see my customer just down the road there. I think what I could do is I could actually go there and then continue the regen there. I'm gonna see if that's possible. But anyways, welcome to Thursday. How's your day going? This cold weather is messing with everything. You know what this means, right? My blue airline snapped off my truck because it was so cold. He was also wearing thin, so it was bound to happen. So I'll give you a look at it, show you what it is. I'm lucky that I stock these parts in my truck. I always have these parts in my truck because there's always problems with airlines every now and then, especially in the winter time. It's always nice to have these parts with you so you can just fix it yourself real quick. I don't gotta go wait in line for hours and hours at a shop or wait here for a service call. I'll just fix it myself. Save everybody hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Cost me, well, nothing, because once I use this, I bill it to the, you know, the people who have to pay for this stuff. And my time is free. I don't charge labor while I do this. Well, it depends how long it takes. If it takes hours and hours, I'm gonna tell them, hey, this took hours to fix. But this is only gonna take 5 minutes. I've done this dozens of times. Maybe not dozens, but I've done it quite a few times already. So how this works is, this is a separate part, right? This is the glad hand that connects onto the trailer. This part goes to the truck, and the air goes through here, into the trailer, right? This controls the trailer brakes when I press on the brake or pull on the trailer brake. So this part here, you can't just connect a hose, a rubber hose into there, right? So you screw this part into here. You make it real tight. You put some Loctite on there too, don't worry. I put that in there too, or lock tape, whatever you call it. And then the hose goes onto here, right? But first, you're gonna wanna put this on here and then put the hose in here. Because what this is gonna do is it's gonna clamp down onto the hose. Once this goes on here, see, I'm gonna put this on here like that. And then this is gonna screw over on top of it. And it's gonna force it together and clamp it onto the hose so that the hose doesn't just slip out. And just like that, you tighten it all up real tight, and there you go, all fixed. And the hose will be coming out of here. Easy as that. Good thing I know what I'm doing with this one. I remember the first time this happened to me and I didn't know that well what I was doing. That was a learning experience. In weather, something like this too. It's always in the coldest weather, always on the coldest days when everything goes wrong. So remember that. If you think you're having good luck, that nothing will go wrong on the cold days because nothing goes wrong on the warmer days, you're wrong. Anything and everything that could possibly go wrong will go wrong on the coldest, most miserable days. So just be prepared for that. When you see a bad day coming, just know it's gonna get worse. I am so inspirational, so motivational right now. And with just a couple of tools here, we're done. Good as new. Look at all these Fords. 1 second here. Open your eyes. There you go. Look at all these Fords. I'm told that apparently in that parts store right there, they have parts for trucks, because you see they got big doors over there. That means they fix trucks here too. And the parts I'm looking for are the anti-gel products. I was told by a guy where I dropped this last trailer that apparently they got all the products I need in here. So I'm gonna go in here and see what Ford has to offer and hopefully not get sucked into buying one of these things. Good thing I don't got any money. Can't believe I'm saying that. I am not a Ford guy. I am not. There we go. I cleared them out of what they had. So 2 911 bottles, that's for emergencies when you're starting to sputter and gel up. That'll de-ice your fuel and your fuel filters. And this is preventative. This is anti-gel that you put in when you fuel. So we're gonna go up to Dauphin and throw one of those in there. One of these big ones works for 1 fuel up. You put half in one tank, half in the other tank. These, you put 1 in each tank. That's how I do it. I don't know how you do it. And then these, it depends on your situation, how gelled up you are. But a good way to get your truck running again if you've gelled up and you just need to get a little ways down the road again, obviously put the 911 into your tanks, get it to de-ice everything in there, and then fuel up if you can, just to mix it up so that it mixes up. Then go underneath your hood, shut your truck off obviously, and drain your fuel filter into a bucket. Don't let that go into the ground. It's really bad for the ground. And you'll need that fuel later anyway. Drain the fuel out of the fuel filter. Alright, take the fuel filter out of there, shake it up, clean it out the best you can. If you don't have a spare one, put that one back in there. If you have a spare one, put the spare one in there. And then fill that diesel fuel that you drained out of there back in there once you put the glass dome on. If you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. You guys who drive trucks, you know what I'm talking about. I'll have to, you know, I should actually show you. I'll show you. Here, let's just go outside. I don't know what I'm... I just thought of it. If you guys don't drive a truck, you have no idea what I'm talking about right now. Yeah. Oh, it's a cold, cold Manitoba day. Whoa, someone walking in the mirror. This is your fuel filter here, right? It's gonna be really loud. You see where the fuel's sitting at right there? That's good. You don't want it all the way to the top. If it's to the top, that means it's plugged, right? So you want to drain it. There's a drain at the bottom. Drain it into a bucket. Take this whole thing off. Take the filter out of there. All right, clean it out or replace it if possible. Put the new filter back in there. Unscrew this at the top there. Put that diesel fuel that you drained out of there back into there. And then also add some 911. Not too much. Just a little bit in there as well to de-ice the whole system in there. And that's how you get yourself going after you gel up. Really the best way to get going after you gel up is to park your truck inside overnight in a warm, heated garage. That's the best way. Because you're gonna have to do that anyways. Even if you're stuck on the side of the road, you change the filter like I told you, put the 911 in, you get the truck running. Get it to the nearest town with a garage and park it in the garage overnight. That's the only way you're gonna de-ice everything properly. Sometimes this cold weather is just too much for these trucks. You know, these trucks are built down in the United States, and the United States doesn't exactly understand the cold temperatures that their vehicles that they're selling to us operate in up here. It's not really their problem either, it's our problem. So this is how we deal with it. It's just part of living up here. You can't let it get to you. It's just part of being Canadian. Let's go to Tim Hortons. Oh, that's such a good idea. Oh, you see the moment that that thought just hit my head? I'm excited now. Timmy Hose. Tim Timony, Tim Taroo. We're here. Oh boy, you guys are right in the sunlight. There you go. What if I hold my hand there? Is that better? Huh? Yeah, yeah. And I got a sausage farmer's wrap and a hash brown. All right. It's negative 27 degrees Celsius out right now. Wow! Okay, oh no, it wants to go to minus 28. No, let's take it, no, oh boy, it's going back and forth. Oh, I'm confused, this truck is confused. Oh my, okay, it's gonna be a really cold ride back. Let's hope, fingers crossed, that we don't have any problems on the way back. This will be a terrible day to break down. All right, here we go, put her in gear. Put her in gear, checkers, yeah. Oh, of course, yeah, this is when the parade comes. Of course, everybody else, get on the road. This is like the Truman Show, right? Whenever I want to get out. You ever have that feeling like your life is just a show that other people watch? I get that feeling all the time. You guys ever watch the Truman Show with Jim Carrey? I keep wanting to call him Ace Ventura. Jim Carrey. even had my coffee yet. I'm already excited. I'm just glad that this truck has good heat. This is a Suburban in front of us. This is the kind of vehicle Brit and I would like to have one day. Just a little bit of a newer model, but I'd settle for that one too. That was nice. It's like a van, but it's a country van. 4-wheel drive. Alright, let's give her. Cross your fingers, people, it's cold. Dauphin, Manitoba here. I'm going to stop and refuel again. I've still got 2/3 of a tank, but I'm going to add some anti-gel into the fuel now that I have some and refill up the tanks just so that it mixes it up good. The temperature on Saturday at my house is supposed to go down to a bone-chilling -35 Celsius. That's approximately very close to the same in Fahrenheit, because Fahrenheit and Celsius both meet at -40. -40 Fahrenheit and -40 Celsius are the exact same temperature. So I'm guessing -35 Celsius is probably around like -28, -30 Fahrenheit. So it's gonna get cold, and I want to make sure I'm prepared for it. All right, we're just gonna tell the E-Log gods that we are not doing our pre-trip. No, we're fueling. There we go. I already did my pre-trip. Why would I have to do it again? I mean, there's no such thing as doing too many in a day, I guess. Is the sun bothering you guys there? Where's that? Ah, there we go. It is on the lens a little bit, eh? I have to be very careful with this camera, because if the lens... See, if the sunlight gets on the lens like that, you can see how dirty it is. I need a new camera so bad, but I decided to invest into a new drone instead. So I got that DJI Spark. You guys seen it already? I think I showed it to you yesterday, right? Pretty excited about it. I feel a lot better now that I got that conditioner in the fuel. It makes me nervous, even with the fuel up here in Canada. Like the low for this weekend and for tomorrow, the next day, the low is going down to like -30, -35 in some places. So it's always in the back of my mind, like, what if I gel up? What if I gel up? Because if your engine shuts off, it can't get fuel because the filter's plugged with gelled up fuel. You can't run your truck. You can't run your truck. You can't heat. If you can't heat in -35, 37 degree weather, you have literally 15 minutes till you're freezing and a couple of hours until you're dead. It's a serious matter. So I know that these companies that create these diesel supplements for fuel take advantage of that, and I think they highly overprice this stuff. This is the best stuff to use in my own opinion. This stuff works. Power Service. Don't use Howes. Believe me, it doesn't work. I've heard so many stories of drivers who put Howes conditioner into their fuel and they froze up anyway. Use Power Service, or what's that other one in the blue little bottle, blue jug. I'll just recommend this for now. Trucker Josh approved. I mean, my opinion is just my opinion. It doesn't mean much to everyone, but if you're wondering where to start with Power Service brands. They've been really good for me. I've never frozen up when I've been using their products, and this is not an ad. I'm not getting paid to say that or nothing. It's just a product that I really like to use. Well, this looks like fun. Nice little detour. Oh yeah. So in order to fix the bridge, you gotta build another bridge. And then once that bridge is fixed, you gotta dismantle this bridge. I understand. Gotcha. What's this sign say up ahead? We are pointed towards St. Rose du Lac. Sounds French. I don't think we're actually going through there. We got to go over the Narrows. Like there's a bridge that goes over the Narrows. I don't know how to explain it. Takes me to the other side of one of the big lakes in Manitoba. And then we're going down Highway 6 towards Winnipeg, just to give it her. We gotta go pick up a step deck trailer at work yet tonight and bring it down to Thief River, Minnesota and come back with a load yet tonight. So we got a full day ahead of us yet. This here is the Narrows. I believe it's called the Narrows is because it's a narrow part of the lake that we can actually build a bridge over. So this is the bridge that takes me to the east side of Lake Manitoba. I believe it's Lake Manitoba. It's a very bumpy bridge. A lot of cabins up here. This is cabin country. A lot of people from down south come up here just to get away from everything and sort of spend the weekends out here on the lake in summertime. There's a lodge up here just off to our right. I used to come here when I delivered other stuff. I used to be up here every now and then. Very nice place. It's called the Narrows Lodge. Makes sense. Got a campground off to the left here and off to the right. Really nice place out here.